Aether Drift brings us... Oh my gosh, he's spreading his gaping butt cheeks in our face. It's disgusting. Anyway, Brightglass Gearhulk reaches into his prison pocket and pulls out 2 weenies. These weenies can be artifacts or creatures. And what Daddy has also been keeping in his prison pocket is Suppression Field, making activated abilities cost 2 more. And there are so many activated abilities right now. We've had a huge increase in artifacts at exile, thanks to Ketchamos. And because of Legion Harbinger, decks run so many fetch lands, sometimes even 13 or 14. Almost anything you can think of that's seeing a lot of play is an activated ability. However, nobody plays Suppression Field, because playing Suppression Field means we can't play activated abilities of our own. And on top of that, there are a lot of good cards to play on turn 2, and taking off our turn 2 to play Suppression Field is a bit of a stinky dinky, which is why we're running Chancellor Tangle. If it's in our opening hand, we make 1 extra mana that turn, allowing us to play a turn 1 Suppression Field. But even if we don't have Suppression Field, we can play turn 1 Voice. That makes it hard for opponent to play instants, because when they do so on our turn, or when Voice goes to Jesus, we make a thick token. And if we get out Voice on turn 1, on turn 2 we can give birth with Birthing Ritual, allowing us to sacrifice a creature and dig for a better one. So we can start with weenies like Ida's Holes and Ocelot Pride, birthing potting our way up the food chain, or cards like Skyclave Apparition to exile stuff, as well as oh my gosh, I can't say his name. Extraction Specialist, there we go. And when it enters, we reanimate a weenie, with the ultimate goal of digging for Gearhulk, digging for more weenies to keep the cycle going, and we can even dig for Static Prison to exile more stuff. But the deck does have its problems, like Chancellor getting stuck in hand, although we can pitch it to Endurance, and Flicker with Ephemerate, which is why we also have Solitude. No sideboard, we have Tron Hate. For more Tron Hate, we have Gaddock Teague, then there's Reset Hate, Artifact Enchantment Hate, more Vivid Hate, more Activated Ability Hate, and Targeting Hate. That is the deck. Will we spread our opponent's cheeks, or have our cheeks spread instead? That's what we're here to find out. And now off we go. Opening hand with a turn 1 Ritual, keep, start with Ritual, and opponent starts with Pride, we'll Static Prison. That could be good. But perhaps a better option, play Guide, hold up Ephemerate, and see what we give birth to. Oh my gosh, so many lands. I'm gonna try for removal, hold Ephemerate, and where are their fresh lands? Witch Enchanter, we might need that later. Try to give birth again, and still nothing. And it's Ketchamos, so they draw in the exile. Who's Suppression Field? Wolvers play Prison, exile Ketchamos, and then play Suppression Field. Boys, but they might have exile. No, but another Ketchamos. And because of Legend Roll, we'll give them back their other Ketchamos, and another Voice for us, player Voice, and then with Ritual, we find Skyclave. How wonderful, no Ketchamos for you. Look, we're trying to fetch. Good for them. Impending overload of the ball sack, returning Ketchamos to hand, and nice Brightglass. We shall swing. Opponent takes it. Ew, that's stanky. We'll keep our creatures. Witch Enchanter, taking out a Ritual. How interesting. And Witch Enchanter for us, although a green land would have been better. We'll swing, and we'll pass. A second ball sack, returning Orcus Blowmasters to hand. It's strange they haven't played Ketchamos, probably because of Suppression Field, which shuts off their activations. Endurance not bad. We'll swing once again, and then we're forced to pass. And there's Ketchamos. That makes things kind of tricky, but I suppose it's fine. And for boners, we trigger Ketchamos, but before they exile a creature, we'll blink Skyclave to exile Ketchamos. All our opponent does draw a card. Their ball sack comes online next turn. Look Apparition again. Take out their Emperor boners. Who lands? Although Witch Enchanter's tempting, it's time to spread with Brightglass. Finding double guide. And now we pass. Opponent plays Bowmasters. Going after Voice because of the second Bowmasters. That's a little suspicious, because perhaps they have removal. But Daddy has a plan. With guide, we can give a creature flying, but if they have Solitude in hand, with Ephemerate, they can really mess up our board. Here's what we'll do. Play 1 guide, and then Witch Enchanter. Not only do Solitude, taking out a guide, they don't flavor it. We'll destroy their ball sack. Now it's too risky, so we'll pass. One draws. At a high price. They have Pride. Why do they swing? But we have Brightglass, and unless our opponent has Solitude, they're about to be very pregnant. Play guide, and Voice, swing in the air, and get flying. So take him 1. Rolling into his run to 2. Opening hand, 1 land hand. A good 1 land hand. Still 1 land. I think I have to mull. Another 1 land hand. Oh, mull once more. This is gonna be mega risky. But with Gemstone, we'll dump our hand for a turn 1 Suppression Field, in case our opponent has fetches. Unplaced guide. We have Pride. Play Pride. All removal. Fresh land. Their opponent's delayed. Ooh, Chancellor though. As their beater as this feels, I think they just gotta pass. Their opponent fetches. There's their ball sack. Putting Failure Titties in hand, which they play. Hoping to flick his ball sack next turn. But thanks to Night of Autism, we'll destroy their ball sack. Ball sacks are no match for autism. Another fetch wonderful. A Wind Relic. Good luck activating it. Oh, but if they swing with players' hitties, they could get rid of Suppression Field, and then activate their abilities. We'll see if they're brave enough to do that. Opponent fetches, and exiles a card, good for them. Emperor boners, and have Solitude in graveyard. I only have Solitude in hand. Lose their cat, and this is gonna hurt. They exile their ball sack. Swing with players' hitties, but wait. They flicker their guide? Why? Just a buff? How interesting. No land that will do us in, probably. Because it's 4 mana. Their ball sack comes back, so now we must settle things in game 3. Going into game 3, spring back in more Suppression Fields, so reduce the explosive explosiveness, and was asking him 3. Opening hand, kinda slow. We do a Suppression Field, so we'll keep. They play their fetch, how smart. Oh, their Pride as well. More land. Play Suppression Field and pass. We take 1. Moon Guide. We'll play Skyclave. They have Pride. Wonderful. They flash and Peleus Hitties. Oh, they have Ball Sack. That's pretty good. And they hit a Catch a Mouse. So as tragic as this is, we'll look Solitude. Grabbing Peleus Hitties so that they can't flick at the Ball Sack. Who Pride. And now 4 mana. We'll find 2 guides. And we'll swing. And see what our opponent can do. Catch a Mouse. Oh, Solitude. So they draw a card with Catch a Mouse. And they spread our Brightglass. Who fetch wonderful. Ew, more land. We'll play Guide. And Guide number 2. And Pride. So we could buff here, but we want to? I mean, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep the pressure on them. We make a token. We get 4 more energy. Emperor boners. So they're having some mana trouble. They exile card draw. Oh, Fatal Push. That's so mean of them. Opponent swings so they can buff. Oh, an Ephemerate. It'd be nice to blink Apparition. We've already buffed it. If we can get a 4th land and activate their boner, that'd be a real stinky dinky. We'll swing anyway. Push in for 7. Please no land. Looks like no land. They can draw, but they can't activate the boner just yet. Oh, Kashimoth is online. They just swing for 3. Oh, they find a land. Shoot. That is troubling. It's also for us. We have to play around that activation because as soon as they activate, they can exile a Solitude. Swing in the air for 7. They try to activate the boner, but it's all the time. Exile the boner. They go to 7. And they take exactly lethal. So victory's ours. And also next spanking. Oh, grande. Throw a Suppression Field. Amazing. I'll only play land tapped. Or our opponent better have fetches. Or daddy will be sad. Oh, they do. Oh, look, they're trying to do it. Oh, they make a treasure. Land. And swing for 1. They're going for the fetch. At the cost of their treasure token. Is this a Storm deck? Another Suppression Field. We're kind of off to a slow start. We'll play the second Suppression Field and pass. Opponent plays Medallion. So we make the rest stuff cost 1 less. But tragically for opponent. Play Skyclave Apparition. No Medallion for you. Another Medallion. And because they're just so generous, Flicker Skyclave, taking that Medallion. But as Dirt Eater as this feels, we'll let them have a second token so that we can get a 3rd energy. And good thing we did. Yikes. 1 land away from casting Chancellor. We'll swing and buff Guide. Opponent ramps. Plays another Medallion. Now their stuff costs 2 less. Artist Talent. So they can discard and draw when they play stuff. Oh, we're done the rest for them. We take 4. We draw Voice. 1 for 3. And our draw has been really bad. They might just pop off and win here. Even though Suppression Field's still clapping them. Passive Flames. So their graveyard stuff gets flashback. And now our opponent's popping off. So much digging. And after playing a nutload of cards, our opponent dies their own roll. Okay. Opening hands run time too. Opening hands a little slow. Saving Mole. And Gemstone, that's pretty good. I suppose we'll keep. Oh, we better draw something good. Witch Enchanter. We'll put out Ritual. Opponent plays Medallion. Who Endurance. We'll play Static Prison. To take out the Medallion. Opponent digs. Finding Passive Flames and Impulse. They can play next turn. We could play Endurance here. In hope for something good with Ritual. I suppose so. Come on, something good for Daddy. Brightglass, we'll take that. We spread our cheeks. Finding Guide into Pride. Let's see if our opponent pops off here. And if they don't, we'll be in a great spot. Opponent passes. How interesting. We'll sit on our opponent's face for 4. And they destroy Brightglass. Let them play Guide and Pride. Because we need energy. So that they don't get back Medallion. We dig with Ritual. Oh, if. Time to start praying. Oh, wish. They get any card they want from the sideboard. Exiling our Static Prison. To get back Medallion. Oh, opponent ramps. Digs. Finding Roll. And a great shot our board. And they pass. So we're in an okay spot here. They only have 1 card in hand. We'll play Endurance. To get rid of their graveyard. And on a step. Ooh, this is a good one. We have Apparition. Night of Autism. Specialist and Draneth. All are really good options, but I think Draneth is the best. So they can't cast things from exile or graveyard. Opponent draws. Opponent passes. Time for Solitude. No roll for you. And now we give birth. Never mind. Opponent's rails. It passes back. Ew, land. Oh, we swing for 4. Try to give birth. Finding Endurance. Okay. Fondling the graveyard once again. Oh, my opponent digs. Too bad they can't cast stuff from exile. So we'll just make their weenies. So Suppression Field for us. We shall swing. Buff our Draneth. So if our opponent was hoping for removal, Draneth now has a big butt. Opponent chumps. We'll play Suppression Field. Ooh, got a Keeg. Our opponent must be having so much fun. And after being overwhelmed from having too much fun, our opponent concedes. So now be on the next fondling. Opening hand is Senki Curveball Mole. This is pretty good. We'll keep. Opponent plays Fetch Land. Who Guide. And we'll play Pride. And they had a main deck Veil of Summer and a second Fetch Land. They dig with Rumble. Putting Hooting Mandrels in hand with an Entraxing graveyard. Ephemerate nice. We'll swing. And put out Suppression Field even though it's a little bit late. Oh, that's not a fetch. They play Mandrels. Over Eldritch Revolution. So they can nut out all their creatures from hand. Oh, this is Traxif. They put 5 cards in hand. Allosaurus Rider. Birthing Ritual. Another Evolution. And Yggdrasil. Luckily, Suppression Field hurts that. And they don't have fetch. Alright, time to fondle. The Guide. Evoke Solitude. Exile Traxif. Ephemerate. Exile Galta. And now they're at 30 live. With Yggdrasil. They exile 3 cards from graveyard. But it'll be tough to activate. Who Guide. We'll swing a buff. Put them in 21. Now what shall opponent do? They get to 6 mana. They can put out one of their creatures. Oh, they play Allosaurus Rider. They sack the Neoform. They find Griselbrand. They pay 2 mana to activate. Draw 7 cards. They've drawn so many cards this game that they have 27 cards left in deck. Ooh, Solitude. Although their hand's probably really strong. Evoke Solitude. No Griselbrand for you. Swing for Nutload. But they survive at 6. So many creatures for us. Oh, but they have 6 mana. mana. So they activate Yggdrasil, giving Atraxa haste and it has lifelink. Now they have 11 cards in hand, and they go back to 13. They play out Horse Rider. Oh shit. We'll swing. Because Pride has first strike. We get more tokens. Opponent swings at us back. They sack the Rider, finding Cumdom or Coma. And when they damage us, they make 4 3/3s. Brightglass, we're still stuck on 2 lands. We'll force our opponent to block, making our token a 7/7 to trade with Atraxa. So Atraxa goes bye-bye. Opponent plays Fetch, activates Yggdrasil to put out another creature. This time it's Cultith. They can dump their hand. Oh, holy shit. Hey boy. They get the tokens. We can once again force Atraxa to block, but now the board is getting really complicated. They swing out, block like that. They kill Cumdom or Coma. They play a 3/3, and now it's Horse Rider. They're down to 1 land, which they use for mandrills. So unless they have something special, we can swing in the air, giving ourselves flying. Oh, but they go to 1. Oh no! Oh, why didn't I swing out? Oh my gosh. Daddy's old-hearted. Walk like that. They play Chancellor, and this time we'll swing out, and finally have lethal. So in game 2, our opponent was stuck on 1 land for the whole game. A real stinky for them, but too bad it's on the next match. Opening hand has an acceptable curve. We'll keep. We'll start with Guide. Opponent ramps, making white mana. How suspicious. We'll swing, play Voice, and pass. Oh, so it's an enchantment deck. We'll first swing for 3, and then give birth. We'll sack Voice to put on Endurance. More fetches for our opponent. They play Sterling Grove to give their other enchantment Shroud, and they can sack a dig for enchantment. And Greater Armamency. So then all their enchantments have Shroud, just when we draw Witch Enchanter. But we'll try to aggro our opponent out. Play Brightglass, digging for double Pride. We shall swing and buff. Opponent goes to 3, but with that Sterling Grove, they can dig for enchantment, and likely HardLock us. Opponent digs for enchantment. Oh, they're confinement, so we can't deal damage to them. They have to discard a card in their upkeep, but our opponent draws a card whenever they play an enchantment. We can try to take out Armamency, but it's most likely a lost cause. They go Ritual. Oh, we don't even find a creature. And with Sterling Grove, they definitely have the HardLock. So game 2 it is. Game 2 is from time 2. Opening hand's not that exciting, but it is fast, so we'll keep. We'll start with Pride. Opponent ramps with Utopia Sprawl. Who to the Pride? Put out Guide. Simply Pride. And time for weenies. Oh, we have 1 moon. It's not like we could have fetched for a basic. Well, we'll start praying. Solitary Confinement. We can't damage them. Oh, Enchantress's Presence. And Sterling Grove. Oh, wait, the sacrifice it. Is there still hope? Because they're down to 1 card in hand. And now 0. They'll have to sacrifice Solitary Confinement. And now their cheeks are wide open. Put them at 2. Set of prison. And then they play Syphilis. But our opponents hit a wall. So miraculously must sell things game 3. Opening hand, turn 1 Voice. And the Ritual, I guess we'll keep that. Opponent ramps some more. Ooh, a Night of Autism. If we can get that out and flicker it, then we'll be looking dummy thick. We'll play Voice. Oh, and there's 1 moon. And this time we don't have weenies out to save us. Rotom Weaver. And Syphilis. And yep, opponent has us. 1 moon Tremaine is pregnant. But if we go around jiggling our titties in everyone's face, getting pregnant is kind of unavoidable. And now it's on the next jiggling. Opening hands too slow, we'll maul. And it's slightly better, we'll keep. We'll start with Pride. Will we see removal? Oh, we'll swing. And now they go for removal. We'll Ephemerate to piss off our opponent. Oh, more removal. One more Voice. We'll play 1 Voice and pass. And it'd be some kind of burn deck. Opponent is Monastery. Well, they're too afraid to swing. Ew, Chancellor. We'll just play another Voice and pass. We lose 3 life. And they play Eidolon. So whenever someone plays a weenie, they take 2 damage. Static prison for us. But I say we wait and see what our opponent does. We take 3. And somehow we're at the same life as our opponent. Ooh, extraction specialist on top. So we'll play big coxable blocks. And a little bit risky. But play specialist and go to 7. Getting back Voice. Swing for 6. Opponent faxes are off. They jump to prevent our hump. Might as well play static prison. And our opponent exclaims, stay away from my boobers. Going to go see the front of time 2. Opening hand, we have Gemstone. But no second land, so we have to maul. And this could be kinky, we'll keep. Opponent plays Guide to help us look for lands. Ooh, nice. And more land. For now we must pass. Opponent plays their fetch. And poses us down to 11. And dang, Solitude. Do we Suppression Field here? Or just evoke Solitude? I think it's gotta go for Solitude. We'll do it while they're tapped out. No creatures for you. We take 3. And they bolt Solitude. Land for us, we'll take it. Because we have Brightglass in hand. We're down to 5 life. And our opponent only has 1 card now. Eidolon, sure. Swing with Voice. Hurry Brightglass. But Eidolon does hurt our weenies. For now, let's grab double Guide to try and go for life gain. One draws. One of them passes. And this be rough. If we play Guide, we'll be within bolt range. And if we play double Guide, we'll be at 1. We'll first swing for 4. And as risky as it says, we'll play 1 Guide. Plays in a bolt here. 1 passes. Oh, more land. Play another Guide and good 1. Back to 2. Swing for 4. And now we're probably dead. Randigore, we can't gain life. And actually, it's reverse life gain. But our opponent's life is pretty low. Still swing. Opponent's forced to jump. Oh, wait a second. Shoot. Had they blocked Voice, our creature would have entered. And would have been dead to Guides. Oh, well, sometimes it pays to be illiterate. So 4-1 overall. Well, that went a lot better than Daddy expected. Suppression Field is just such a strange card. You know what it reminds me of? That game show where contestants cover themselves in jizz and climb up the stairs to Diddy's house. And obviously everyone's slipping on the jizz. But then there's that one weird guy who's like, haha, I'm used to being covered in nut. Likewise, when we play Suppression Field, and our opponent says, dear God, I can't play my fancy fetch lands. And Suppression Field is great. But then sometimes we play Suppression Field, and our opponent's like, joke's on
on you, I only play basic lands.
And Suppression Field doesn't do anything, we're sitting there and it's really awkward. So I don't know, but Daddy would really like to play Suppression Field some more. So if you have any ideas for Suppression Field decks, you can let us know in the comments below. And now the giveaway. All you have to do for a chance to win is to comment and be subscribed. The winners of these cards here will be announced in the next video. Winners will also receive one of Daddy's hand-painted deck boxes. And until next time, stay with Tech.